Red.
Little red light.
Red light.
All right. This is the Tilton Northfield Fire District Commissioners Meeting, April 22nd, 2026 at 6 p.m. We're in the Tilton Northfield, we're in the Tilton Town Hall downstairs meeting room. Those present include Commissioners Sattler and Ozier, Chief Belvini and Chief Stetson, and in the public we have Kevin Waldron. Commissioner Wright will not be joining us. Right. Public comment? Do we have anything to start the meeting with?
I do.
Okay.
So we're coming into summer season, and when we talked last year about covering private events with our ambulances, we've had a change in the guard since then. But I think it was going to be something we weren't going to do previous, and I'm just throwing it back at you to say, hey, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe as the meeting goes on, you'll say something that might even go.
Right.
Try it. There's only one of me here, right?
Well, while you have that topic out there, we were specifically talking last year about the Guilford Hill Climb.
So my plan for the Guilford Hill Climb this year was to send a thanks but no thanks letter to them. I still plan on covering events in the town of Tilton Northfield. We're covering a 5K in a couple weeks and stuff, but to send an ambulance to Guilford for a hill climb for 16 hours just probably isn't in the cards. I don't.
That's right, that 5K is
Yep.
at the outlet
It's
mall.
at the outlet mall. Yep.
It's usually on a Sunday.
It's on a Sunday. It's May 31st. It's the week after Memorial Day weekend. It's from like 8 to 11.
Yeah, I always get surprised because they have the road blocked.
Yeah. We're not. I don't plan on covering events like the hill climb. If we don't have another line of duty death, I hope we don't ever. I'd probably still help out with that, do stuff like that.
Right.
But I don't plan on. We're not. We don't have the staff and we don't have the ambulances to go cover.
Right, and that was sort of the intent that we
Yeah.
talked about last year.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, perfect. Correspondence, I don't think we have anything specific.
Correspondence.
I wasn't going to cover anything in old business or in new business. I don't have anything other than what we're going to cover in non-public. But I did want to review these meeting minutes. Is Kathy going to want me to just give her a copy of this?
Oh, do you want to? Yeah. Do you want to scribble on there, or do you
Well,
want me to?
I'll give her this one.
Okay.
So, I'll give a copy of that.
I do not have a copy. Sorry.
Nice copy. So I don't know if this is an issue or not. On the very first page, where it says public comment, right, the last sentence in the paragraph before that, it refers to about Commissioner Wright not being able to make it to the town hall. Should town hall be capitalized? Town and hall? I think that should be capitalized.
Well, I think because it's.
I'll give you this copy. I've got it.
Okay. You already have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then if you go to page 4, item F, Mr. Sattler commented on ambulance revenues continue to increase even though calls are quiet. I would change the word quiet to even though calls are down or less, or what would you think would be the right word?
I would say down.
Okay. And then if you go to page 7, the first item in public comment, Kevin asked Kevin asked if they would look into deleting the ambulance. Discussion ensued.
I believe he meant delete. I don't want to speak for Kevin, but I believe he meant deleting the diesel exhaust fluid system.
Right. Yeah.
That's the emission system as well.
Right. Okay. Those were the three things I thought needed clarification. I'll move the minutes of the April 14, 2026 meeting to the floor for approval with those 3 noted corrections.
Make a motion, we accept the minutes as corrected.
All right, I'll second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. All right. Here are the minutes for the two non-public. I've already read both. I'll move the minutes of the April 14th, 2026 non-public session one for approval as written.
Yeah, I'll second it.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. I'll move that we seal these minutes.
Yeah, I'll second it.
Okay, roll call vote to seal the minutes. Paul Ogier?
Yes.
Yes. Tim Sattler, yes. Okay. I move that we approve the April 14th, 2026 non-public session 2 minutes as presented.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. All right, any other business before we go into non-public? Do we make you think of anything?
You did.
Okay.
The status of the building committee changed at all?
Not since the last meeting.
Did it change at the last meeting? Did I miss something?
No, you were at the last meeting. No, nothing's changed. I do though think that we need to follow up with the members who never responded to the email, and I think that would be our two firefighters and Dennis Manning. Is there anybody else who didn't reply? Well, we heard from Paul. Obviously, you didn't reply, but you're willing to stay on the committee. Did you reply? I don't know.
I didn't
Oh,
get your official reply.
That
You-
computer kicked my ass.
I did though.
Okay.
In the affirmative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, well, I typed push go. Apparently it didn't go where it should have went. But,
Did Paul Blaisdell, he got it?
Yeah, Paul
Yeah.
I probably need to update the website.
we also probably should put out a notice that bulletin for members
from both towns, right?
from both towns.
Who did you lose, Lisa? Paul Blaisdell?
Nathan. And we were already short one member from Tilton.
So it's two from each town, again.
Nathan from Tilton, right, yeah. So two from each town.
What about,
The budget committee?
no, that's not,
Okay.
you don't do anything with that. Go on now. I wish, had to do with the building committee, the path forward.
Where we're at with it?
Yeah.
So we are going to review the RFP that was, we sent the RFP to our lawyer and he's returned it, and then we sent it to Primex and they've returned it, and we sent the items of concern that Primex had back to the lawyer. Am I got this right so far?
Mm-hmm.
And the document we have here is the latest from the lawyer with the concerns that Primex had.
Where did these lawyers and,
It's all Altman. Kevin's all Altman.
where did that all come from? Why is a lawyer involved in an RFP? Why is the insurance company? You said Primex, right?
Right.
Insurance company.
Well, they have a whole legal arm. They looked at it from a legal aspect. They found a few liability kind of.
Yeah, so they have to have the general liability amounts and the, in the RFP, it has the amounts of liability insurance, all that stuff, the bond. They have, so the Primex looks at that from a legal perspective and with our insurance.
But what bond? We're not there.
No, I'm sorry, not the bond, for the RFP, for the not our bond, for the design and engineering
it's
bond.
a huge document that I thought could have been handled on 2 or 3 pages, but
Well, that's the problem when you involve these people. I'm not wrapping my head around the why of it. It seems like we got really legalese under our former chief. We didn't dare to blink without a lawyer. They even brought a frickin' lawyer to the town, the district meeting, which we never did. Never until he came along did we need an attorney. And I can tell you, we never did that. As far as I'm concerned, that's no place for an attorney. That's the people's business and we pay him, I'll bet you.
Yeah.
Above whatever we pay him. We pay him on a retainer,
we pay them hourly.
we pay him when we use them. But they're always available to us through whatever means. And if Primex is involved because of is it a performance bond? You're getting 2 opinions on the same thing? It's different.
We're getting Primex to, it's kind of like when you do the warrant articles, you get Primex to approve the verbiage is not.
We didn't do that either. That's something else that came along.
So that's part of our Primex fee. There is no additional fee to send it to Primex. We don't pay additional fees.
No, what I'm saying is we already paid it.
Yeah.
Whether we use them or not.
Right.
And we're paying someone else as well to do the same thing. And they get there and they do this because lawyers think differently. And at least for one of them, it's all billable hours.
Right.
Right? So when does all that, is that, you can either answer me or not, I'm not shy. Is that the purpose of your non-public?
Yes. It's to review this and hopefully approve it.
How is, when you have an RFP on the table in a public meeting, right? Is that not a public document now? We're in a public meeting, sitting on that table,
Does that make any difference?
not a bit.
I think there's the intent of we're going to non-public. I think it can be on the table.
So
If I'm not,
What RSA 91A colon, I mean, it's not an impending lawsuit. It's not promotion of somebody. It's not, may hurt someone.
you're talking about why we're going to. It was on the recommendation of our lawyer to not discuss the RFP in public until we release it, because it could give the design firms that you shouldn't release this to the design firms, and if you release it in public, so it's under RSA 91A3 to colon L.
Which is, what is that?
Consideration of legal advice provided by legal counsel, blah, blah, blah,
Okay.
blah. So that's what we're doing next. Thanks, Kevin.
So, the budget committee,
They're upstairs.
building committee is going to be active.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be involved in the RFP.
They won't be involved in this stage of the RFP. When we get, my intent is when we get the result, when we get, not results, when we get submissions back, yes.
Take
Thank
care.
you, Kevin.
Have a good night.
Right, we have anything else to cover in other business? All right. I'll make a motion to go into non-public, seconded by
I'll second it.
Paul. Reason RSA 91-A:3, Roman number 2, letter L. Consideration of legal advice provided by legal counsel, either in writing or orally, to one or more members of the public body, even when legal counsel is not present. Roll call vote to enter non-public. Paul Ogier.
Yes.
Tim Chatler, yes. We're going to stop the recording at 6:15 p.m.
All set?
Are we good there? All right, still Northfield Fire District meeting of April 22nd, 2026. We're coming out of non-public at 6:54 p.m. I make a motion to seal these minutes,
I'll second
seconded by Paul. Roll call vote to seal. Paul Ogier.
Yes.
Tim Sattler, yes. Motion passes. Thank you. All right, going back to the agenda. Any other business? All
it.
right,
And
I entertain a motion to adjourn.
yes. I'll second it.
All right, I make a motion to adjourn. Paul seconds it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. All right, I'm going to give you this